with a review on the Model Power HO scale DDT Plymouth locomotive. So Plymouth was a locomotive company. Well, just basically a producer, a company, and they started producing locomotives. I mean, these industrial switchers. This one is off the DDT line. I don't think the DDT line actually exists, but the DDT. So they were starting to be built around the 30s, and I think they were built into the late 90s, but I'm not sure. They are still operated today on like excursion railroads and also in like South America, those kind of places. And well, yeah. So Model Power made an HO representation of this model, of this industrial switcher. So look in here. So it was released in a few different versions. Model Power only released a few different locomotives and kept updating them throughout the years. This is the most recent. This is the most recent version before Model Power filed for bankruptcy and was liquidated. Yeah. So this version has knuckle couplers, an operating headlight, and yeah, this is like the most recent. A lot of them didn't include headlights. A lot of them didn't include knuckle couplers. But let's jump in. So I like this locomotive. It's interesting for your layout, but I noticed a lot of discrepancies in the reality of this product. Number one, this locomotive was offered by Model Power in this edition and also in the previous editions in pretty recent Class 1 names, like 1970s, 1980s Class 1 road names. So I bought the Conrail edition, and these are pretty cheap. These go for about $30 on eBay now. So anyways, it came, and well, I was amazed with this locomotive at first, but I noticed then, I started noticing that Conrail would have never owned a Plymouth. Conrail was formed in 1976. Conrail had more powerful locomotives on hand at the time, and they would never have any use for a Plymouth unless it was like a 2-car train, but seriously, they would never have any use for a Plymouth. So that's my thing with that, first of all. Second of all, the detailing. Well, the shell is a bit too large for HO scale. I mean, actually, I read online on a forum that the shell is nearly O gauge, and I wanted to test this theory out. I have my O gauge layout with me right now. I may review O gauge in the future. But I've had it for a while, so I've had this since March 2016. So let's take a look. And if you look right here, look at this. The shell is nearly O gauge. Look how much space there is between the wheels and the outer edge of the shell. That is a lot of space. Third of all, you're going to see this when you see it. So the running quality. It's good, and yeah. But what I noticed is that this locomotive has way too much power, and you'll see this in the video. So yeah, I ran it, and I saw that there's a lot of power with this locomotive. I think it may be powerful than my BL2s, my brand new GP30 I bought a few days ago. So anyway, that'll be an upcoming review anyways. But anyways, so yeah, I put the power to the test this morning. And the thing with this locomotive is that it is way too overpowered for realistically what a Plymouth would be. You see, this was only a twin axle locomotive. Talking about these were under 25 tons, all of them. And really, well, yeah. And so these things were meant for industrial switching, as I said, and they could only really pull 3 or 4 loaded cars realistically. They were all under 25 tons, as they said, and Well, with the more, and back to the Conrail, and well, I'll get back to that later. Well, that's the Conrail thing with like the more powerful locomotives. Yeah, that would happen, and it would never be realistically owned because of its small pulling power. Well, Model Power's HO scale version, I put the pulling power to the test this morning, and the locomotive pulled all 9 freight cars that I own, no problem, including my caboose. But so then and in the beginning it inches, and this is without assistance, and is just by itself. But finally, after like 2 minutes, it finally gets going on its own and can hit full speed, full power with these 9 cars. I wanted to put it to the test even more, so I grabbed my passenger cars. I added my Wolfers Proto 85-foot Amfleet. Wolfers Proto 85-foot Amfleet 1 and Cafe lighted Phase 4B Amtrak. That's where the problem started. The train could only inch by then. Full wear on the layout. It got a bit more power at some points, then the train finally couldn't move when I finally added my 85-foot Heritage Fleet coach. And that's the thing. This is super unrealistic for the power. And so I like this locomotive. I do like this locomotive because I don't know, it's just something about it. It's like its size, its compactness, its cheapness, basically. And even though it's almost OD shell, I'm saying it's compact because it's a pretty short locomotive and you could basically put it in the palm of your hand. I used to have an Amtrak one of these. Well, I had the Amtrak, I had the other version of this, the kind of shorter version of this. I don't know what that was called. I can't remember what that was called, but I had the Amtrak Phase 1 edition of it. And that could fit in the palm of my hand, even though the shell was so large. So anyways, yeah, it's a short locomotive, and that's why I'm saying it's compact. But anyways, I can't let this go with a good verdict, even though I really like it. I'm doing an out of 10-star system starting today. And I've put some thought to this. I'm letting it go with 5 out of 10 stars. Yes, 5 out of 10 stars. It's like too plasticky, but even though, like, yeah, you see, look at this. It's so short, it just fits in the palm of my hand. And my hand's kind of big, but not even that big for like some other things. But anyways, yeah. It's getting a 5 out of 10 stars. You can pick these up for $30 on eBay. Model Power was liquidated, so you cannot find them for anywhere cheaper, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, here's some running footage with the 9-car freight train. This has been Cookode. Alright, so I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, we have the caboose at the front of the train due to like some coupling, just so we can have some cars with coupling problems trailing. So let's get to that. Let's get to this. I'm showing you right now. This is moving. Look at it. Full power. It takes a minute, as I said. Look, it's moving. See? Like I said, in a minute it'll get full powered up and rush down the layout. Here she goes. She's speeding up a little bit. It takes a minute because she inches at first, but no, she's not giving up. Yeah, like I told you, she inches at first. See, she's got a pretty good amount of power under her belt. And see, here she goes. I'm not kidding. Look at this. Full power. 9 cars. This has a little problem around here. In fact, you can even push a train of this size, and I'll show you. There you go. Look at that. You see? It's just a little telephone. This is an extra test I added in this 85-foot Amtrak Phase 3 Heritage Fleet Coach Walther's train line. I think so. Right, here we go. Yeah, I can pull 10 cars. Look at that. 10 cars. You can pull 10 cars right there. Alright, let's try 11 now with this gallery. New question. Can she handle 11? Let's find out. I added a Keto Pullman Standard gallery car. Amtrak Phase 3. And here she comes. She can do it. 11 cars. This next clip, I added a Amfleet 1 as a 12th car, but she wouldn't budge. So she can pull 11 cars max. You can find these for about $30 on eBay. And keep your eyes peeled for our next review of this Bachmann Spectrum Reading DCC GB30, as shown here. Thank you for watching, guys. This has been Cookode out. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.